I was like, oh, it's going to be really annoying if, like, you know, first and second place from this pool move up, and then second place, like, cool, I get to lose to this person again. So second place from here will go to the other side.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I do know, like, I mean, just from, like, the way it looks, Nate does have very strong MA. I mean, I know he's MFC'd Alone Expert, which is a very late chart, I believe.
Yep, it's pretty straightforward, but MFCs in general are just brutal as hell to get. But yeah, Nate's timing is really solid.
I know he has multiple 12 SDPs and a few 13 SDPs as well.
Yeah, Kim's down about 14 now. Angelic Jelly's really rough to time, too. Yeah, PA fans, this is the Pittsburgh pool, all right. We're going to have Nate and Pat Ball in a little bit. Nate just crushing those turns.
I made a joke with Pat Ball earlier because he was saying about how he's having to compete against Nate now, and I made a joke to him saying that friendly fire will not be tolerated.
Yeah, it's always rough in a tournament when it's somebody you play all the time. You know their strengths and weaknesses, and you know how hard a matchup it's going to be. Kim is staying around 20, 25 back. She's not really giving Nate any extra room, but also not making anything up, unfortunately. I don't think Nate's going to give her too much.
Nate is not really giving Kim much anything to work with.
Yeah, but
what it looks like.
But this last run, it's really easy to just get off.
Yeah, I am just seeing marvelouses from Nate. Kim as well, too.
Yeah, Kim got like 2 perfects in the end, but Nate got 0. So
yeah. Nate takes it by, I believe, is that 44?
Boo!
12 and 1.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Can't do anything about that.
12 and 1 with a fake PFC now.
Love it. Love fake PFCs. Oh my god. 12 and 1 is ridiculous.
Again, Nate does not have a score mainly because he does play at the Dave & Buster's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree, Fenifir. 12 and 1 on Angelic Jelly. Like, you can screw up the last 2 runs and just get 12 and 1 there.
Nice candy song from X2.
Hey Steve, another one.
There is one slowdown, like right in the middle of this song.
Yeah, there's not too much there. This song is long though, because it's uncut from 2DX.
I believe, isn't this the same background that they also use for Bitter Chocolate Striker?
It's very similar, if it's not identical, yeah. But this is a good one for Kim. It's like right in her wheelhouse BPM. It's very constant, so I think Kim will be able to do pretty well on this. She's only 1 EX back right now.
Kim does pick up a great though. Nate's still keeping the gold combo. Oh, but he does pick up a good.
Kim was turned the wrong way on that too. Kim's actually up 1 or 2 now.
Like Nate's having a little trouble with some of those gallops.
I think he just may not have played this recently and forget about needing to be turned certain ways, you know. So he's kind of eating some perfects and greats there.
So here we go. We're going to get to the slowdown right
Nate's
here.
up 1.
They are tied now.
Yeah, Kim is just really struggling to find the window here in the slowdown.
Yeah, Nate so far looks like up by, I think it was 7 during it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he peaked just under 10 up. But we'll see. We'll see if he keeps making some of those weird little errors in the ending like he was making in the beginning. That might give Kim a window to get back. She's not far back. 15.
Yeah, I think it all would just need is just Nate to make a few misses in. As long as Kim is keeping that like straightforward MA, she could come back.
Yeah, Nate's just got to turn the wrong way somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like I think Nate takes it by 23.
23, all right, yep, he held on in the end.
With 47-1.
47-1 and two
two
goods. Yep, Kim just, like I said, kind of struggling to find a window, picks up a handful of grades.
Generally not anything that's too incredibly difficult to understand, but something on a sight read that definitely would trip you up.
But so let's get into it right now. Both picking up grades during the opening right there for it.
Other than a couple little grades, a strong start for both players.
Nate is in the lead a little bit right now, but both of them are really close. Yeah, Nate only up by 4.
These stops and slowdowns definitely are spots that would trip up an inexperienced player or somebody sight reading this song for the first time.
Both of them get the little gimmick right there.
Yeah, those stutter stops.
I just noticed Pat is playing this on Flare EX.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we get to the thing, it looks like Nate is up by 10.
Solid MA from both players.
Ooh, Pat does pick up a good during one of those jumps.
These little step jump parts here are always interesting. And these syncopated rhythms are always fun to play.
Ooh, Pat does pick up another good. I am nervous with that Flare EX bar for Pat.
We're pretty much right at the end, so I think he's got it. Yep.
But Nate takes it by 21. Let's see, 31-3. That's pretty good for especially this chart. What did Pat get? 44-4-2 is also not bad as well.
Absolutely. Respectable scores from both players. So given that I don't know a lot about this song, I'll give you a little info about it from RemiWiki. The song was added in DDR 2014, as well as a handful of other games as part of one of the unlock events.
Pat's still playing with the Flare gauge. I believe Flare 8 is what he's using right now. Both of them are really close to each other. Pat does have a little lead, but I think they are tied right now.
If they're not tied, they're within a couple of points at most. I think 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, just right there, that break, Nate was up by 2. Yeah, so at the break right there, Nate is up by 3. But again, they are really close to each other.
Yeah, this is absolutely neck and neck.
Ooh, Pat does pick up a great. Nate's still maintaining a full combo. Oh, but he does pick up a good.
Nate's got a lead of about 6 points right now at this time.
Yeah, I think it honestly could just be like one mistake from Nate could bring Pat closer. Yeah, Nate is up by 9 or 11 right now. Yep. 11 EX, Nate is still up by, and Nate takes it.
By 11 points. All right.
15 and 1 good. Wow. Pat with also 27 and 1.
Thank you so much. I can jump back on.
Okay. And that concludes my very brief commentary stint, so I will give you all back to Renatalis. Have a great evening, and we'll see you around.
We're drawing dead, sorry.
Where's Kel? We need to talk to him about the
Kel,
poker
help, I don't know
knowledge.
what I'm talking about. I haven't played poker in like a decade.
All right. Heron Challenge.
Such a good chart.
Dandy has a 984. I do wonder if Nate has played this on 820 Plus. I am going to guess Nate has played this by the marvelous combo that we are seeing right now.
I mean, the beginning of Heron is very, very easy. It's pretty well synced. The difficult part in Heron really is starting around 60% into the song when it starts getting really weird, especially with the shocks.
Yeah, Nate so far up by 6.
But, you know, the
Yeah.
second half of this, it's real easy to make a mistake, especially with how fast Nate is reading.
Ooh, Nate did pick up a great. I think he definitely rushed that jump.
And he's definitely kind of flailing some of those shock avoidances. All it's going to take is him to kind of be positioned slightly wrong on one.
Yep.
And he's going to dig himself a hole.
Nate did pick up another great. Dandy still keeping the perfect full combo.
Yeah, Dandy really needs Nate to make a mistake.
Yes.
Dandy will take the
Dandy
PFC.
takes the PFC, but Nate takes it by 8 EX.
Kept it pretty close.
Yep. 33 perfects to 21 and 2.
Yep. Yeah, really all that took was Nate hitting a shock, losing track of the next arrow
Yep.
or two, and Dandy was right there. He's ready to strike, just didn't get the chance.
So then, next song we are going to
Utasenda,
one of the new Yukopi songs.
one of the
from-
500
Yep.
Yukopi songs with the yellow background and weird white pigs.
Yep,
There we
right
go.
there. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, this is it. I think it is I think the card is mislabeled.
Oh yeah, it is mislabeled. It's labeled as a 14. Soper just sitting there going,
Yeah.
they're so mad that they got it wrong.
So this is a 13,
It is a
but
13.
the card does say a 14.
That's fine.
But yeah.
Nobody's hurting.
Nate does have a PFC on this. I think 29 perfect. Dandy looks like just a one great flag. Yeah, so with Nate's MA, this is right in his territory. But both of them are tied right now. Nate did get a few EX lead.
Yeah, this is really just going to be about staying on beat, not rushing these little breaks that are in the song. Because there's nothing too tricky.
Got Nate so far up by 5.
Yeah, Nate's up. There's just not too much opportunity for Nate to make a mistake here. That was pretty much the one spot where you could hope for something.
I don't think I've seen Nate pick up a perfect in a while.
I saw one right near the end, the middle, but Yeah, again, there's just not too many opportunities in this. It's not too complex of a song. And Dandy's just getting one here, one there, which isn't bad, but you know, when the person you're playing with is getting one perfect every 100 steps or so.
Yeah, so far Nate is just not leaving any room to give Dandy anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate is. Yep, Nate takes it.
Nate takes it by about 20.
19 perfect, or 19 EX. Yep. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, 12 solid. 12 is real solid. So that'll be a 2-0 for Nate, and that is the end of the pool.
I think everyone's just excited to be in the area too, so everyone who is like in pools are already watching anyway, so.
The matches have been nice.
All right, so we're getting into it. Possession EDP mix.
Ooh, Pat with the PFC of 47. Didn't know that.
Yeah, Pat is actually a player from Wisconsin. Drove all the way out just for this tournament with yet another Wisconsin player. They play kind of everything. They like all kinds of different tech, so like foot switches, bracketing, and they just love all of the new charts that like use a bunch of the different kind of tech. And he actually just cleared his first 19 on doubles, so I am excited to see
That's
the show
insane,
that we
dude.
have.
Oh, and Pat picks up a couple of misses right there. Nate did pick up a great, but is still maintaining the lead by about 10 points at this point.
Oh wow, their EX is so close on this.
There's so much song to go at this point. Anything can happen. We're starting to break into the uppers at this point.
Both players look pretty comfortable with the jumps there. See if they can last through all of it.
I mean, in
Oh
MA,
my god, we're like 1 EX difference right now.
that says a lot, though, that even Pat getting a couple of those misses that, you know, he's not quite sure about if those either Pat or his foot placement, still, like, barely maintaining a lead off of that. That's the caliber that we're at this point.
I know Nate in particular specializes in a lot of like MA, specifically around like the 13-14 range, so I haven't seen him play too many uppers, so it is really cool to see that he still has like that wonderful MA window even on the uppers.
It does help that we did take a little bit of an extended break, so he was able to like
Take
Nate
a
was
little
able
bit of a breather, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially because I know Nate in particular, he steps very hard when he plays because he just completely locks in. So I imagine it's a bit exhausting doing that.
But speaking of locked in, Pat making up for his misses earlier on and taking it 1804.
Oh, nice job, guys. That was very impressive.
All right, 1804, 48, 7, and 3 misses from Pat. 91 and 8 and 1 miss from Nate. And we're going to go ahead and go into the second song, Burai Kujikaraiser Challenge.
Really, it felt like a nice little community type thing as well, like with all of the staff like working together to try and come up with fun ideas for it.
All right, tail of the tape. Pat 99.7, Nate with a 94.6.
Ooh, I imagine that this is Pat's Protect then.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. While not as dense as Possession EDP, this you're going to see, this actually kind of starts off like this, but this song is pretty step jump heavy.
I wonder if that's in Pat's skill level or skill set then, being able to do a lot of the step jumps. Made ahead by just 5 points.
All right, so the chart is essentially you're going to see a ton of patterns just kind of like this. You're going to see a couple of runs like that, but it's mostly just going to be these little short runs, these little bursts right in between these step jumps.
And both players are handling it so well. Their EX being like 1 or 2 apart. Wow.
All right, about 5 EX point between the two. Handling this string beautifully.
Both players looking extremely comfortable with this chart. I'm noticing very minimal play on Pat's side. With some of the crossovers there, very impressive.
7-point difference at the freeze. And finally picks up his first break right there.
But still with a very good EX lead on his PB.
Yeah, 21 on top of that.
I know his PB had probably about 2 greats on it, so maybe we'll see a very nice improvement here.
All right, and we're at the end of the song. Let's see if Pat can hold on or if Nate can sneak behind.
And Pat takes it.
By 14, 1674 to 1660. 68-3 from Nate, 56-2.
I see Nate taking a picture of that, so he must be very happy with that score. I mean, I would be happy with that.
If you looked at what he had, that's a substantial up score.
Oh, absolutely.
If I was correct, he was sitting at about a 9.5.
Yeah.
Now he's up to 9.97. This is a head bopper, chat. All right, 99.8 from Kid Crab. Nate currently with no score on it, but I expect to see a high 90s out of Nate.
Oh,
on this
absolutely.
song, especially with the way that Nate's been playing all day. Absolutely, it would be crazy to expect anything else.
You have to learn the hard way.
All right, here we go. At this drop, we're going to go ahead and break into the song. Much more of the same, 8th runs with a little bit of skips and some triplet patterns right there.
They're very much both keeping it very close on this, with a little bit of a lead on Nate's side.
All right, both of them now no longer sitting on the gold combo. Nate with about a 3-point lead right behind Kid Crab.
Keeping it very close over here. Kid Crab is really locked in.
The green. All right, here we go with the green skip section. Trick with this section is to not rush it, especially when you just came out of the triplet section from before. And they do an amazing job.
Wow, 1 EX difference. Oh, 2.
All right, after this breakdown, we're about to go into the final runs of this song, so it's anyone's game.
Oh my, they were tied for a second. Oh my goodness, this really is just going to be down to like the last couple arrows.
All right, chat, eyes open. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got?
Oh,
And
and Nate
Nate
takes it with 8. Wow, they really were neck and neck for that whole thing.
All right, 34-2 out of Nate, 36-5.
Wow, those are some great scores. Nice AAA for both of them with an insane perfect count on both sides.
Love to see it, love to see it. And also, shout out to Nate with the 20 and 16, a really good split of fast and slow right there on top of it.
I'm loving seeing Nate take pictures of almost every single score he's gotten for the tournament.
Heck
Because
yeah.
he seems very excited every time he's like, wow, I did good on that.
All right, Sisyphus from the Babylon's Galaxy event at the end of Ace 3 has a lot of pretty tricky charts. I didn't get a chance to see the scores they had on this. So there we go. Kid Crab has a 994. Nothing on Nate's side, but I know he primarily plays on A2L Plus.
Which Sisyphus is a A3
Yes, that's
song,
correct.
so.
Got some cheering going on the other side. Not quite sure what happened just yet.
Oh, there was a 1 EX difference on the other side
Oh,
for
wow.
a winner.
Yeah, so that was Patball and Safari had a really close match over on the Ohio DDR stream.
All right, get to the step jumps.
Yeah, lots of
Looks
step
like Kid
jumps
Crab
in here.
had a couple misses and a couple bids in the step jump section, but not sure if that was him or the pad or.
All right, still pretty close. Kid Crab up by about
Looks like
20
Nate
or
got a couple misses there as well.
And again, not sure how familiar Nate is with the song.
The slowdowns are pretty well telegraphed in this song, but
They
it is
are.
still a little tricky if you don't know it, as are any kind of gimmicks. So.
Absolutely. Even if you know it, it's still tricky.
Kid Crab with a little bit of a lead here. I do know that Kid Crab played a lot of the Babylon Galaxy songs when they first came out.
Okay.
So probably pretty comfortable and has played this song a lot.
All right, Kid Crab was still with a pretty good lead. Nate's not too far behind though. We still have a bit of song left to go. Okay, one more slowdown here. Yeah, this gradual speed up is really hard to lock into. Ooh, picking up a couple goods and misses over on Nate's side. Okay, Kid Crab's gonna take the win on that song.
All right, so that means we're going to go into a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. All right, so we're pulling the card now. Both players patiently waiting.
Pretty good song. I seem to recall this one having a lot of steps in it. All right, so this is our tiebreaker right now between Nate and Kid Crab.
Which for Kid Crab, this is very likely a sight read. So we'll see how he handles that.
Yeah, nothing too tricky in this chart. Just a matter of keeping up with all the steps. Yeah, it seems they're both pretty comfortable with the 16th at 160 BPM, which is going to be a lot of this song.
Kid Crab is really locking in here.
Oh, absolutely.
As soon as I said that, you got a grade. But still locking in a lot with all of these runs.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Marvelous over there. Still neck and neck. Nate actually a little bit of a head right now. Oh, we just had another pretty exciting match over.
They got an
the stream.
SDP on the other side.
Oh, wow.
No, I got an SDP.
All right, so looking here, Nate's ahead, but just by a little bit. Kid Crab is not far behind at all.
But
Poor
Nate is
ES.
not letting up on that MA on these runs.
Oh, no, he just lost some Marvelous
oh
there.
no, oh no.
Okay, so Kid Crab pull ahead into the lead. Let's see if he can hold on to that.
Wow, this is going to be really tight.
They're both incredibly focused right now. Oh my gosh, this is so close.
Oh gosh.
And it's not over yet.
Kid Crab has quite a bit of a lead now, so let's just see if he can keep on to it.
All
Nate
right.
did make up that ground though, so one EX when Kid Crab dropped the freeze. Wow, that was so close.
I was not expecting him to drop that freeze.
I know.
That could have been it.
That would have been so. That would have been so heartbreaking had that happened.
Wow, that was a really great match.
All right, so Nate goes ahead and takes that match. Kid Crab's got to get the picture. That was an extremely close match.
I know. And to think he almost lost it with that freeze that he let off of early.
Hey, I got a good score, but you look over and Nate's like, oh, here, I got, yeah.
I did tell him ahead of time, I'm like, you're going to kick my butt if I have to face you. And he did exactly that.
So it looks like Famous has the PFC on this.
Yeah, so that could come in handy.
Maybe this was his pick then. So
Very likely.
let's see if we can figure out those speed changes on this.
So kind of one of those ones that starts slow and then gets faster and then just kind of stays at that faster BPM. So Nate already picking up a grade pretty early on. Not sure how familiar Nate is with this particular chart. Okay, yeah, I have to imagine this is probably Thanos' pick.
If he has the PFC on it, I would imagine so.
Yeah, 25 perfect PFC on this is pretty good. I would definitely pick this chart too if I had that kind of score. All right, so now we're pretty much going to stay at this higher BPM for the rest of the chart.
I do know that Nate reads very fast, so I imagine that speed is definitely, or like the fast charts are definitely in his wheelhouse. So
Yeah, pretty similar read speed from both of them, 620 to 610.
I don't know how everyone reads so fast.
Oh, I can't read over 600. I don't know how they do it either. All right, so Famo still holding.
Oh, Famo's got a miss there.
I was about to say he's still at the PFC, but I didn't
I'm
need to.
not sure if that was a pad miss or if that was just a little bit of slip up. So,
But still has a pretty healthy lead over Nate right now. See if he can hold on to that. Yeah, these gallops at the speed can be pretty tricky to articulate, but another miss over on Famos' side, so not sure if that's some more pad issues or not, but he still has the lead.
Nate is doing a very good job at locking in on this MA. We did get
Yeah.
another pad miss on the other side, so we may want to look into that. We'll see what Famous is saying over here.
Yeah, still really good performance from him, but those 3 misses are a little concerning, so not quite sure yet if that was a pad-related issue. This one has some pretty tricky rhythms in it.
Looks like Famous has a very nice AAA score on this.
The jacket just always looks like Tinkerbell to me. Like
It
someone's
does
just like
look like
releasing
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell into the sky. So this chart's gonna kind of just come right out of the gate with these gallop type rhythms and does this for a good portion of the song. But they both seem pretty comfortable with this, so I think this is gonna be a very close song.
They both picked up a grade right at the same point, so I imagine it was a little bit of a tricky step for both of them. Their scores are extremely close on this.
Oh yeah.
I imagine this song will pretty much come down to stamina at this point.
Absolutely.
Since the chart does continue to basically just do this for the entire thing.
Yeah, it's like, you like notes? Well, here's notes. Okay,
Nate-
Famos with a little bit of a lead right now.
Nate picked up a good at some point.
Really nice run from Famos on that drill. Okay, Famos pulling ahead with quite a good lead right now, but Nate's holding on. Okay, you see Famos' form. He's a really good minimalist player. Like, he's not spending a lot of movement.
I have noticed that he doesn't really move too much at all, and it's it definitely makes sense why he has PFCs on these, very stamina-intensive songs if he is conserving his energy constantly.
Absolutely.
So Famous takes the match.
Yeah, so really good performance from both of them. Famos had a really, really nice score, really solid from him. But that is just an exhausting chart for anyone to play.